You're live. Look at all them bugs, man. We just washed this thing off. We just washed this thing off earlier today, and it is nothing but bug city. What's going on, YouTube? We are in the new truck. We are in Dilly, Texas. What's going on, Oscar? Yeah, we just got our doors taken off. God dang it. You the only one up? Nah, there's 12 other people in here. What's going on? Man. We just left Laredo. We got us a load of tomatoes. I'm riding shotgun. I'm gonna go to bed in a little bit, but I drove down to Laredo from Houston earlier. What's going on, Salvador? What's going on, RVT? Red Viking Trucker. I don't know what the heck that was about back there. We're just running, making money. Come on, phone, what the heck? Woo! I lost focus. There we go. Need night vision lens. The bugs are out. In case you were wondering, it is bug season. The love bugs are out, and we done smashed a good couple million of them today with the windshield. We caught all the bugs, and we're just cruising. Y'all got any questions tonight? I'm all open for trucking Q&A, business Q&A. What truck stop you stopping tonight? We ain't stopping. We are not stopping. We are gonna keep rolling, and when it comes time to switch, I'm gonna have our driver here unbuckle his seatbelt. He's gonna stand up. He's gonna hold on to the steering wheel. It's an automatic. See, there's no shifter in the way. So, you know, there's no shifter in the way, so he's just gonna hold on to the steering wheel for me, and he's gonna stand up right here by the ELD, and then I'm gonna slide in behind him, and I'm gonna slip seat with him, and we ain't gonna stop. We just gonna keep it rolling, and then we'll switch the logs over while we're going down the road. We ain't gotta stop. If the wheels ain't turning, you ain't earning. Anyway, what's going on, Jason? How was your Cinco de Mayo? We were working. Can't stop working, man. Anyway, it's been pretty busy couple of days here. Getting the truck set up. We got the plates. We got the IFTA stickers. We got the driver orientated, which means we went to dinner. And we are on our way to Springfield, Missouri to grab the woodshed. Yes, I'm joking, man. We're probably gonna stop up in Anna, Texas to get some fuel, and then we'll probably switch out near Tulsa or something like that, and I'll drive the rest of the way to Springfield. What's going on, Big Trucker Show? Yes, good night, good morning. Yeah, we'll probably stop up near Anna, get a little bit of fuel, all that kind of stuff. Our new driver over here is still trying to find the clutch in this thing. It takes a little bit to get used to the automatic, but once you get used to it, it's a great thing, especially in traffic. Yes, sir, Red Viking. We are temporarily running team to Springfield, and then he will be a solo driver until we get his team driver approved through the insurance and all that. And once he's ready to go, we'll have him picked up, and then they'll be running team. Just getting up, about ready to get driving. That's what's up, man. Got to get out here and make some money for everybody. What's going on, Mike? Yeah, we're just running team up to Springfield, and he's going to be solo for a couple weeks, and then he'll be team, and they'll be making all kinds of money running team. Yes, bring on the questions. Bring them on. Y'all want to talk about money? Is this a profit deal? Yeah, man, all about it. Nah, I just find people that love driving just to drive, and the truck gives them a place to live, and I just give them about, you know, $1.50 a day so they can get a McDouble or two. Maybe they can get a McDouble and a half McDouble and a Coke, you know, and you know, I think you can get a Sam's Club Cola for 25 cents. You get a couple of them. You stop by Walmart, get a couple Sam's Club, you know, sodas for 50 cents, and then you get yourself a cheeseburger from McDonald's off the dollar menu. I think about $1.50 a day. I can find a driver hauls for $1.50 a day, and then you know, they just love driving, so I put them in the truck. They love the new trucks, got the chrome logos on it, and they're just the coolest cat out here, man. Got the damn Chrome Woody's logo and just running, and I send them a com check for $1.50 every day. They can get themselves a burger and a Coke, and they're good to go, man. Ready to rock and roll. 3,000 miles a week. Just get to see the country and enjoy life, and you know, get to sleep in the sleeper berth back there, and had the APU running nice and cool. Life's good. Oh man, are all your trucks teams but yours? No, this would be my first team truck, really. The other guys are all solo right now. Hey, if they want to run teams for $3, I can give them a $3 bill. Funny money, I can give them a $3 bill and they can run team. Be a lot better than the $1.50 they're getting right now. They can at least, that way they can get 2 cheeseburgers, or they can get 1 cheeseburger and cut it in half, and then they can buy 4 Cokes. Nah, man, I'm joking around. These guys start at 47 cents a mile solo, 57 cents a mile team, and the teams go up after 3 months. We look at the numbers, and if everything's good, 100% on time delivery, no claims, no accidents, etc., then we gonna raise them up. We gonna raise up their pay. But running team, if they can do 6,000 miles a week at 57 cents to the truck, that's some damn good money right there. That's some damn good money right there. No hazmat required, no touch freight, mostly drop and hook. Nothing goofy. They like I said, no touch freight, so you know, they might even gain a couple pounds eating them $1.50 meals every day. New sub here. What's going on, Big East? Where are you guys at right now? We're just north of Dilley, Texas. It is south of San Antonio. We're headed northbound. You passed Red Viking standing on the side of the road on Cajon Pass today. That's the little Viking coach with the piss bottle as a profile picture, and he's got the penis mask. I seen the mask you got, man. That's just that's just pretty funny. I don't care who you are. That's just funny. Oh man, it's hard. It keeps trying to focus on the bugs on the windshield. What in the heck is that? Hold on a second. I done broke the phone. There we go. Are you deadhead right now? No. We got a load of tomatoes we just picked up out of Laredo. We got lucky tonight because I thought for sure we weren't going to get loaded until the morning, but they got us in the door. They had us loaded in about 35 minutes. Full load of tomatoes. We've got our load locks put in there. We got the trailer doors closed up, sealed up, put the lock on, and rolled on out. Believe it or not, we cleaned the windshield off earlier today. These bugs are crazy right now. We don't even want to turn the windshield wipers on because then you won't be able to see nothing. It'll just smear them all over the place. I guess you guys want to see something. Hold on. They want to see. It's too dark in here, man. What are you guys up to? "42 people and no questions." How is that even possible? How many trucks does RST have currently? 30, I believe. 30 trucks. Must be Texas in the springtime. More bugs than people. Yeah. I see that. 30 trucks, Red Viking. How's the guitar? I didn't bring it with me on this trip, but I'll get back to it as soon as I get back in the woodshed. I'll get back to playing. I'll get back to playing the guitar. It's coming along. I'm gonna be rusty for a couple days once I get back to it. What type of freight do we haul? We haul produce, meat, frozen, ice cream, dairy, cheeses, all kinds of stuff. Refrigerated. Can you still get a 401k as an owner-operator? Yes, but I don't recommend doing that. We are headed to Springfield, Missouri. We're currently in Dilley, Texas. Or somewhere about there. We're passing a Patron south of San Antonio. 35. How many weeks I've been out? I've been out, I think, a good 8 weeks now. I think I've been out a good 8 weeks now. Are there a lot of team loads, or do you take a lot of loads to get what? Yeah, they have Prime Logistics has a lot of team freight, so we're not even worried about keeping them loaded. They should have no problem staying loaded at all. Around the 100, we are around the, let's see, I'm gonna lie to you, but I can tell you we're right around the 100 somewhere. we don't need no stalkers stroking their cone next to us driving, going down the highway, because you know what happens out here late at night. You'll see them guys in their four-wheelers jump out here, and they'll be stroking the cone. That's what I'm gonna call it. They'll be stroking the cone. They'll turn that dome light on. Let's say they'll pull up next to you. They'll turn that dome light on, and then they're going to town, man. We don't want nobody doing that tonight. So I'm just gonna say we're somewhere around the 100 yardstick. You said near the Petro? Yeah, we just passed that. Team should pay more. It does pay more. Why are you running like that with 5 trucks? Because I'm not lazy. I'm a hustler. I'm all about stacking and racking the cash, growing the business, making as much money as we possibly can, so that we can create more jobs, create more opportunities. I personally recommend a Roth IRA, ROTH IRA. If you're going to do an investment account for yourself as an owner-operator, I highly recommend a Roth IRA. What I will also tell you is, do not invest in anything that you do not understand. So, if you don't know what a Roth IRA is, Google it, figure out what it means for you, why it's a good idea to do a Roth IRA before you do it. Don't invest in anything that you don't understand. Okay, but as an owner-operator, if you're going to do a retirement account, the 401k is not what you want to do. Now, a brief explanation of that is a 401k, you're saving the tax payments for later, which in the future, this is what you're weighing. You're betting on taxes being lower in the future, not higher. If you use a 401k, you're basically gambling that taxes are going to be lower in the future. I can tell you right now, the way things are going, taxes are probably not very likely to get any lower than they already are, especially 40 years from now, whenever it is you retire. Okay, or 20 years or 15 years, however long it is from now until when you retire, taxes are probably going to be higher. So, on the Roth IRA, you pay the tax before you put the money in, but then it grows tax-free forever until you pull it out. Okay, so all the capital gains, all of the compounding interest, everything you make on a Roth IRA account is 100% tax-free because you put the money in after you paid the taxes on it, okay? That's why Roth IRA is better for you to do. And you can Google that and figure out more about it if you don't understand what I just said. You need home time? No, I'm good, man. I'll probably go home in a couple weeks once everything's stabilized, all 5 trucks running, but waxing the carrot. No, we don't need none of that. You can't grow if you're not making money. Exactly. Vanguard has a good Roth 401k. Roth 401k or Roth IRA, either one, you're paying the tax before you put the money in. So you're not going to pay the tax in the future. Why pay the tax on every single check that comes out of the account when you're 65, right? So if you do a regular 401k and you retire at the age of 65, every single check that you get mailed to you from every distribution you take out of your 401k, you got to pay taxes on, because you didn't pay the tax today. It ends up being a lot of money. So if you do the math on it, right, especially if tax rates go up in the future, because there's no guarantee that the taxes aren't going to change for retirement accounts in the future. They don't set them that far ahead. So it's better to pay the tax now and put it into a Roth account, either a Roth 401 or a Roth IRA. The thing I like about the IRA is you can manage the money any way you want to with your investment account, different mutual funds, etc. A 401k generally has an account manager that invests it for you, which I don't really like that idea. I want to have control over which funds my Roth money is being put into. That's how I look at it. Great business advice. Glad I subscribed. No problem, man. That's pretty much. I use a Roth IRA myself. That's what I'm gonna recommend people do. Now, if you don't understand that, it's not necessarily advice. It's just that's what I use and that's what I'm gonna say. But you know, I can't give you any tax advice or nothing like that. You know, if you want tax advice, you're gonna have to go get yourself a CPA or an attorney or something like that. I'm neither one of those, so. I'm gonna turn the camera back to the road so you don't have to look at my ugly ass all night. But how would you deal with a driver whose religion causes him to not be able to work on a Sunday? This is a 7-a-day-week job. I can't hire. I mean, if you can't work on Sundays, it's not against your religion. It's, I can't hire you. The job is a 7-day-a-week job. You can worship your God anytime you want to. If you want to take a 30-minute break on the shoulder and pray, go for it. Or I mean at a rest area or something, you know. But it's OTR 7 days a week, man. Tony P, sweet. Finally caught you live. Have lunch on me. $20. I appreciate that, Tony P. Very much. Thank you. Evening Woody, what's happening? We're just rolling, man. We are just cruising along here. We're gonna buy some dinner on that. I'm about to go to bed here in a little bit. If you guys have any other questions, let's get them in real quick. And we'll get them answered for you. I mean, I'm not sure how any other company deals with that situation. Like, how do you, I mean, you know, I'm not going to discriminate against anybody for whatever they believe in, but it's a 7-day-a-week job. You can't take the, if you know that you can't work Sundays, then don't take the job. I mean, you can't, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Stay safe, keep them rolling, waving high up here in Cincinnati. Any flatbed in the future? I couldn't tell you. Going back to Alaska, I don't know. I want to, but right now pulling the OTR in the lower 48 in the lower 48 with Prime Logistics is pretty lucrative, so I don't really have a reason to go pull up to Alaska right now. If they had something come up that they needed me to do it, I would do it, but they haven't lately, so. What type of bed you have in the sleeper? It's pretty much just a regular, you know, truck mattress. I think it's some kind of memory foam or something, I don't know exactly. It's not a name brand or anything. Nah, it's not a sleep dog. How old of a driver would you hire? We do not discriminate based on age. So as long as you are able to get a DOT medical certificate, I'll hire you. As long as somebody meets the qualifications to work for us, they will be hired. If we have a position available for that person. Let's see, Tempur-Pedic. Did you get a new driver for the new truck lined up? I don't know. What do you think? I think it. No, we didn't get a driver. we didn't get a driver. We got an automatic truck. It's 100% automatic. It's driving me down the road by itself right now. Nope. We didn't get a driver. Nope. I'm just sitting over here in the passenger seat chilling while the truck does all the work by itself. I got the cruise set. See, look, hold on. I can't zoom in on it. Hold on. We got the cruise set. See? Hold on, what is it? Set. We got the cruise set, and the truck is just driving itself all by itself. I ain't got to do nothing. I'm just sitting over here making money doing nothing. Oh man, I'm not trying to be a smart ass, but that was funny. You get a new driver? Yes we did. Tesla truck, yeah, man. Can you pull over? I need to pee. Hey, man, you're gonna have to roll down the window or something. Vasily quit driving? I don't know. I didn't watch his video, did he? I wasn't sure if that was clickbait or not. I didn't watch it yet. Well, there's somebody that's gonna get blocked. Apparently he left for coffee roasting. No BS. Seriously? He's gonna go full-time coffee? I mean, I knew the dude loved coffee, but damn it, man. He's gonna be a barista? Hey, man, whatever you love to do, that's cool, man. You can make a legitimate business out of that. Now, it's gonna be kind of hard to compete with Starbucks, but I'm not going to say that it can't be done, because there's a lot of people that told me that I couldn't do what I'm doing. A purveyor. Oh, I'm going to have to Google what that is. I'm not a dictionary over here, man. I don't know what a purveyor means, but I'll Google that later and figure it out. That 9 times out of 10, I don't know what something is. I just hit up Google. Hey, Google, what is this? Where are we heading? Springfield, Missouri, bro. He will roast coffee beans and sell them to coffee houses. Oh, purveyor. I got you. He's purveying the coffee beans. He's providing the coffee beans. All you had to say was he was going to be a distributor of coffee beans, of roasted coffee beans. Where is he getting the beans from? He going to grow them? Is he going to have his own coffee tree farm? Because that's a legit thing. Like, if you can have a coffee tree farm in like Southern California, or I don't even know if it'll work in Southern California. It might not be hot enough to have a coffee tree farm. I don't know if the climate's good enough for a coffee tree farm in SoCal. I don't even know where he's from. Holy smokes. Them side lights you have on the woodshed, are they bright? Yes, they are. They're about 3,000 lumens a piece, effectively. In theory, they are. That way station's closed. It's closed. The lights would have been flashing if it wasn't. Hammer down. They can't catch us if we go fast enough. I stopped. What? I stopped watching after I heard him say coffee. Hey, man, if that's all it takes to get you to unsub, I'm in danger. Yeah, the spotlights I have are made by Vision X, and they are, at the sensor, they're 5,200 lumens a piece, but effectively it's about 3,000 lumens each. So that's a lot of light. The trucks you are getting from Prime, if you forfeit on them, is that on your credit or they walk away? That would be on my credit, sir. Keep what you're doing. I'll stay and watch. Finance 10.7%. They're financed at 10.7%. Which is pretty standard for a commercial truck loan, especially for your first few the first few trucks that you finance. You're going to be around 10 to 11%. That's pretty much industry standard with commercial finance for truck loans. Pedigree Truck Sales works with about 30 different lenders. You're on a full maintenance lease with the opportunity to finance. Better make sure you read that contract. Make sure that the opportunity is true. Sometimes it's not. Which, it depends on your credit. I mean, if you're on a lease, because I did a lease purchase before, right? There is benefits to doing a lease purchase. It's another form of financing. It's just you're financing the truck through the carrier that you're basically financing the truck through the carrier that you're hauling for. That's how a lease purchase works. You're buying the truck from the company that you haul for, most likely. Now, there are third-party companies out there that will do a lease purchase, such as Lone Mountain Trucks. I was actually considering going through them for an off-credit purchase for one of my trucks here this year, because they can offer a lower payment, a slightly longer term, but a lower payment, so you have a little bit better cash flow situation. There's nothing wrong with doing a lease purchase or a regular lease or a walk away. There's nothing wrong with doing any of that. People will try to demonize what you're trying to do because you're doing it a certain way. And they're wrong for that. It's just another form of financing. If you don't have the proper credit to go buy a truck from a dealer or get the bank to finance a truck for you, but you can get someone to lease purchase you a truck, whether it's third party or from the carrier that you're working for, there's nothing wrong with any avenue you take as long as you read the contract and understand it fully and it works for you. Because at the end of the day, the whole point of doing any of these things is so that you can make some money. And as long as you're making money, it don't freaking matter. That's one thing I want to make clear right now. Now, because whether you finance a truck through a bank or a private lender or a lease purchase through a carrier or you pay cash, no matter what you do, you have risk. If you pay cash, you got your cash at risk. If the truck is wrecked or whatever, you could lose the capital you put in the truck. Because the insurance company more than likely is not going to give you 100% of what you paid for the truck if you pay cash for it. You go pay cash for a truck and the insurance company says that say you pay 50 grand cash for a truck because you thought it was a cool truck, and that's just a ballpark example because you can get a decent truck for that. Okay, say you pay 50 grand for a truck, but the insurance company says it's only worth $42,000. Well, if you wreck that truck, guess what? You're only going to get $42,000. You just lost 8 grand. So no matter which route you go, there's risk involved. And that's part of the business. That's part of doing business. And I'll also tell you, no risk, no reward. So, but at the end of the day, if you're leasing, lease purchase, financing, going to the dealer to buy the truck, paying cash, whatever it is you're doing, as long as you're making a profit and you're making the profit that you need to sustain the business and grow the business, that's all that matters. Are you going to catch Rookie Room? No, I don't watch Rookie Room. OTR Leasing does lease purchase. I don't believe I've heard of them. I will look them up though. But a lot of dealerships, okay, a lot of dealerships will do a lease purchase deal as well. And there are some benefits to doing a lease purchase, such as, here are some of the benefits to doing a lease purchase. It's not all bad. Some of the benefits include, but are not limited to, it does not affect your personal or business credit. Okay, more than likely on a lease purchase that does not affect your credit, you will have to come up with a down payment. Sometimes they will want 20% down. Okay, you may have to put $15,000 to $18,000 down payment on a lease purchase. It just depends on the company. I know Lone Mountain, for example, some of their newer trucks, they require almost $9,000 down for a lease purchase. But it does not affect your credit, and every single payment you make you can write off 100% of it on your taxes. So you don't pay any taxes on the payment. The money you spent on the payments, you don't pay taxes on that money. That's a pretty big benefit to doing a lease purchase or structuring your financing as a lease purchase. Because basically it makes it look like every single payment is a rental payment, even though you're paying down the principal balance owed on the truck. Okay? And then the final payment of $100 or $1,000 or whatever it is, even if it's just $1, that's what you pay taxes on, which really ain't gonna amount to shit. No matter what state you live in. So, what's going on, Glenn? OTR minimum of 5,000 down, 13.5K on brand new Volvo through LM. I don't think I've heard of LM either. But a lot of that is going to depend on your business history, your work history, your bank statements, your taxes. Okay, most of the places, if you go to buy a truck, they're going to want to see the past 2 years of taxes up to the past 3 years of taxes, tax returns for the business to see that you're profitable, or they want to see a minimum of 3 months banking statements from your business bank account to verify whether or not you have a high enough average balance for them to assume the risk of lending you a truck, right? Getting you a truck and giving you a loan for that truck. Because essentially what a lease purchase company is doing is they are financing the truck for you. There's interest worked into those payments, and it'll probably be about 10.5 to 10.8%. Okay, that's just how it is. Man, that guy could turn his high beams off anytime now. That'd be cool. Lone Mountain. Oh, Lone Mountain. Yeah. Okay. What's going on, Slot Traveler? Are you driving to Las Vegas? No, I'm not. We are driving through Texas, heading northbound. But, okay, so I'll give you guys a couple tips here for making sure that your bank statements are good, so that when you go to the bank or finance company or a lease purchase dealer to buy a truck, you get approved. Okay, nobody wants to go to attempt to buy a truck and get told, no, sorry, we can't help you, you got to go be a company driver, and you're never going to buy a truck from us because your bank statements look like shit. Nobody wants to be told that. So here's what you do. You stack up as much money in the business bank account as you can, starting in January of the year, you know, because you want to minimize your taxes, right? But the best time to buy a truck is between March and August, or September at the latest usually. But so you can stack your cash in the business bank account. Don't buy nothing that you don't need for a good 6-7 months. Stack up as much cash as you can in the business bank account. You want your average banking balance to be as high as possible before you go and buy a truck, because they're going to want to see the bank statements. More than likely, they're going to want a good 3 months worth of banking statements. You do not want any personal finance bills coming out of your business bank account. Okay, if you're going to pay your personal bills, take an owner distribution, pay yourself on a W-2, or take an owner distribution for your weekly paycheck to a personal bank account to pay your personal bills. Do not pay your personal bills or personal fun time expenses out of the business bank account. Okay, you want your bank statements to be clean. You do not want them to look all goofy, showing that you just went to south of the border, or you went to damn, Bobby's strip club down there, wherever the hell it is. You don't want those things on your business bank statement. Okay, that looks bad. Okay, anything like that, vacations or other goofy stuff, you don't want any of that. Like, you don't want frickin' Bud's Liquor Store on your business bank account. You don't want that. Okay, so make sure your business bank statements are clean, and the only thing coming out of there is for business related expenses. Payroll, truck notes, trailer notes, fuel, etc., tolls, you know, equipment, you know, gloves, stuff like that you buy at the truck stop. Those are all okay transactions to have on your bank statement. Anything else, personal wise, no good. You could have your cell phone bill on there, stuff like that, you know, electric bill. But other than that, you really don't want any other personal stuff coming out of your business bank account, because you want your bank statements to be clean. So make sure you do that, and then also make sure that you keep your average banking balance up. You know, if you're going to buy one truck, okay, when you're growing a fleet and you go to buy a truck, they want to see, most places I should say, want to see you have at least $5,000 in the account for every single truck that you have on your fleet. So if you've got one truck already, you want to make sure you have at least $5,000 in the account at all times. That means your average banking balance will be a minimum of $5,000. Okay? If you've got 2 trucks, that needs to be $10,000. If you've got 3, that needs to be $15,000. If you've got 4, that needs to be $20,000, etc., etc. If you don't have that kind of money in your account, you need to stack up that kind of money so that your bank statements look as solid as possible before you go get a loan. Otherwise, you're going to get a horrible rate. You might be 12, 13, or even 15% on your first truck loan if you don't do this. So I hope you guys understand it. There's a couple tips for you. I'm going to read the comments again real quick. I'm not going to Vegas, bro. Not happening. I like your videos. I live in New Zealand. That's what's up, man. On loan from the bank, your debt to income can't be no more than 36% to finance a truck. That is true as well. OTR Leasing cares more about your driving history than your credit. My friend just bought a truck from them and he has the worst credit. You also have to be careful about the no credit, bad credit deals, because more than likely you're going to pay a much higher interest percentage, a much higher interest rate. Sometimes it could be even up to 20% interest. That's a lot of freaking money, guys. So if your credit is bad, fix it. It can be fixed. You should fix it. You know, maybe your first truck purchase, you need the truck right now and you don't have the time it takes to fix your credit right now, but you need to start working on it. Because if you want to grow a legitimate business, you're going to need credit. Have you had any problems with your AC? No. Nice to know I'm not the only one up. I'm new to OTR. Can I lease onto a company as an owner-operator without working as a company driver? If you have your own truck, yes. If you don't own any equipment, then you're going to be a company driver. Or you're going to rent, parentheses, lease. You're going to lease/rent a truck or get into a lease purchase with a company if you don't want to be a company driver. But a lot of people will tell you if you're renting a truck from the carrier that you're hauling freight for, that you're just a quote-unquote glorified company driver, which there's nothing wrong with that, because at the end of the day, as long as you're making the money you need to be successful, that's all that matters. But, you know, this is just what truck drivers are going to tell you. Very true there. But if you guys have any other questions real quick, let's get them out before I go to bed. I appreciate everybody watching and asking questions tonight. I hope this information was useful to you as always. I'll give you guys a few more seconds here to get any questions in, and then I'm going to shut her down. You're welcome, no problem, ma'am. What kind of money can you make per week roundabout? That depends on what you're hauling. Depends on what the rates are. Depends on what the company's going to pay you. Some companies only pay $1 a mile to haul their freight. I mean, you're not going to make very much doing that. What you're going to haul depends on who you're going to haul it for. Your rates are. But if you've got good rates, okay, and you can gross $6,000 to $7,000 a week to the truck after all fees from the carrier, etc., okay, which is doable if you got good freight, you should be able to make $6,000 to $7,000 a week, okay, per truck. If you can do that after your truck notes and everything else comes out, you should be able to take home about $3,000 as a solo driver. Some weeks are not going to be that good. Some weeks will be higher, but you should, you know, if decent paying freight, you make $6,000 to $7,000 a week on 25 to 3,000 miles, 2,500 to 3,000 miles. You should be able to bring home pretty close to $1 a mile profit. Okay, anywhere from 75 cents to $1 a mile is pretty good on the profit side. Okay, depends on your operation. If you're highly specialized, you should be making more than that. If you're touching all the freight, you should be making more than that. That's on no-touch freight. So, you know, but you should be able to make about $3,000 net a week if you're running hard and you got good paying freight. Net, $3,000 net. Don't get it twisted. All right, that's it. Y'all have a good night. I'll see you again in the next video. Don't know when that will be, but stay safe out there. Appreciate everybody watching, and try not to die.